Hey nerds, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Привет YouTube, it's Kay, and today I'll be sharing my thoughts on Among the Sleep. This game was developed and published by Krillbyte Studio and released on November 2nd, 2017. I enjoyed this game on PS4 Pro, but it's also available on PC, Mac, and Xbox. In this game, you play as a toddler, and at first it seems you have everything you possibly need. A parent, a big room full of toys, cake, and your favorite teddy that keeps you company and brings you comfort throughout the game. Once it's bedtime, things start to go south when your teddy is being stolen from your cradle in nothing less than a creepy matter. Next thing you know, you're on the floor with the cradle being knocked over. Starting from this moment, you will never feel that warm comfort you felt at the beginning again. The fantasy of a happy life will be only shattered. The gameplay is short, with about 2 to 4 hours, then proceeds through various levels while you are searching for your mother. You can hear her humming a lullaby, yet her song doesn't bring comfort, but rather makes you feel uneasy. Not as a parent should make you feel at all. This is something you don't quite understand until you finish the game. Excellent shadowplay hides the monsters, making you feel like they could be anywhere you look. The music adds on an eerie atmosphere, and the fact that you can't defend yourself adds to the helplessness, where the only comfort you have is Teddy. If you get scared, you can pull him out and he will be a flashlight of sort, also calming you down. During the game, one could think that the child is battling nightmares or their imagination while simply being unsupervised at home, but the brilliant part of this game is that it reveals the monster in the end, leaving you haunted of all the things tied together. Okay, so let's talk about pros, the things basically that I really liked. So first of all, the plot of the game definitely has a twist that leaves you when you finish the game. So once you're done with the game, it still kind of lingers on your mind. It's almost haunting, making you piece small details together that you didn't think were important at first, such as various toys that you use throughout the game. Second thing would be the atmosphere. It does not disappoint, and while I would not call this horror game, I would definitely call this a thriller if you allow the game to take you where it needs. Don't resist and try to analyze everything and wait for that special scare, but rather access your childish imagination, relax and enjoy the ride. The controls are easy. While crawling is actually faster in this game than walking, and running can stumble you over during a tense moment, overall I found the controls are easy. I never found myself frustrated. Another thing is access to the museum. It lets you kind of binge on the game a little more, especially after the big reveal in the end, when the child's hunting monsters were actually his images, his perception of his alcoholic, abusive mother that is broken down by her failed marriage. Cons. Now, some of the things that I wasn't a huge fan of: puzzles. The puzzles are super easy. Simply find a key and insert it, or collect certain pieces of the puzzles and the door opens. Personally, I like more challenge than that, but perhaps that was not the focus of the developer. The game is also very short. I understand that it takes a lot to create and execute a game, but I wish there was just a bit more story and gameplay. If I could compare this to cinema, I would say Among the Sleep is a compelling YouTube short film. Also, I suppose Teddy is comforting, best buddy pal character, but for some odd reason he creeped me out a little bit with his face and voice. During my first gameplay, I slightly suspected that he was the bad guy for a little bit.
Someplace very dark. How about your closet? It has to be darker. Shut the doors completely.
And lastly, I actually played the prologue after I finished the game, and I'm glad I did so because boy, are there a lot of issues with the prologue. I guess the number one thing that definitely kind of ruined the game for me in the prologue that I played after I finished the game was the fact that the baby was talking.
Safe. Safe. Thank you. Monster don't like happy.
The talking baby definitely takes a lot of that innocence and that baby that you have in your imagination by giving it like a weird voice and giving it thoughts instead of letting you come up with the thoughts and the feelings and everything that's baby is thinking. It's planting it in your head from the baby talking, and I just definitely did not like that. I'm glad that they decided against that for the whole game, because when the baby is not talking during the game, it keeps it more mystery, and I feel like you also connect with the character better because you complete its thoughts, you think for yourself. I also think that the prologue gives away the game a little bit too much. If I played the prologue before I actually finished or started the game, I feel like it would spoil it for me, because when I played the game without the prologue, I had no clue that the mother was the monsters. I mean, there were small clues here and there, but you never pay attention to those until you finish the game. It's kind of like one of those movies that you watch with a big reveal in the end, then you have to watch it again just to notice all the small details that you missed. That's how it is with the prologue. It just lets lets you know right away that something is wrong with the parents, something's wrong with the mother. You also get a glimpse of the father figure that's clearly busy in his office. I liked how the father figure wasn't showed at all in the actual game. It once again gave it more mystery. Overall, I really enjoyed the game and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. My channel is all about conversation, so if you want to discuss a game that I've reviewed, comment below. What were your favorite points? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next review party. Thanks for watching, nerds, and I'll see you in the next video.